Hey tarot friends, it's Jade here. Welcome back to my channel for this walkthrough of the Kipper deck by Ciro Marchetti. So this is called the End of the Century Kipper Fortune Telling Deck. And comes in this cute little sturdy box. It's a pretty substantial little book. And let's look at that first. It is, how many pages? So it is all in English, and there are 83 pages. So there's an introduction into what Kipper is, and then we go into the card meanings, and there's about just about a page for every card. In some cases, a page and a half, with a small version of the card in black and white. Beyond that, so in this Kipper deck, there are how many cards? I've had this deck for a couple of weeks, but I haven't looked at it yet. There are 39 cards in this deck, and they do give you some spread examples. So 1, 2, 3 cards, I guess, with various spreads. And then a bonus feature. Oh, there's a bonus feature, which is an augmented reality animation. Okay, so it's a unique interactive experience for the Kipper deck when used with a smartphone or tablet. That is cool. Okay, each card has an animated, accompanying animated and narrated video that is intended to help those unfamiliar with the Kipper system learn and remember the general meanings. These augmented reality videos are referred to as auras and have been created to work with a free application called Aurasma. All right, so I am going to download that, and I will come back. I'm going to work with this deck for a little while, and then I'll come back and do a separate video, and I'll show that portion of it, because I don't have, you have to download some software first. I don't have that done. Like I said, I've had this deck for a couple of weeks, but I haven't had a chance to work with it yet. I know nothing about Kipper. I just thought I would give it a try. I wanted to see how similar it is to Sibylla. I was told that Kipper decks are, you know what, I'll flip through the cards as I'm talking. I was told that Kipper cards are very much day-to-day things. Like, it is a fortune-telling deck. It's not like an oracle or even tarot. You're not using it for self-development. Like, this is about, you know, what's going to happen today, what's going to happen in the next week, what do I need to do this. So they're very shiny, as you can see. Oh, by the way, here's the backs. False person. And so I was told that they are very in your face and not to be taken lightly. Anyway, thought I would try them out. Did I show, by the way, it does have a silver gilding? Don't think I did show that. So we had a mature woman, a mature man. Change. Journey. Bo, don't even think about it. My dog is growling at something. I have 2 cards that are sticky. There you go. Privileged lady. A wealthy man. Message of concern. Lovers. Thoughts. Gift. So I recognize many of the cards to be the same as both Lenormand and even more so Sibylla house. So it will be very interesting to see how it plays out, how different it is. I will report back. This is just a walkthrough, and I'm gonna I'll do a full review once I have a chance to get into it. Not sure why high honor is war, because there's nothing honorable about war. I guess unless you're fighting for a great injustice. Expectation. Imprisonment. Not a huge fan of the high shine, the high gloss on these cards. Bad health, despair, concern, occupation, pathway, distant horizons, poverty, toil and labor, and community. That's it. So there are 39 cards. I'm looking forward to seeing what this interactive experience is. They are pretty thick cards. It's pretty stiff cards, actually. So it's not thick like an indie deck, indie tarot deck thick, but it's not thin either. And it is definitely sturdy cardstock. Can I riffle it? Yep. So you can riffle it, no problem. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this is. So let's see. I'm just going to pick one card and then we'll read the description in the booklet just to see what it looks like. So this is a gift. And let's see here, because I'm really curious. Okay. This is a very positive and enabling card. While the significator relaxes in the family room by a cozy fire, a surprise is presented. The card means gifts, aid, help, support, resources, rescue, and joy. It is usually exactly what you need. This powerful card has the ability to soften the blow of nearby challenging ones. It also reveals an interesting timing idea unique to Kipper, representing, quote, by the next holiday of any sort, unquote, or a birthday. Generally, I use it to stand for winter, Christmas, or Yule. That is, and then the initials FB. I don't know who FB is. Let's have a look here, shall we? I don't know. Someone in the Kipper world is known as FB. It doesn't say. Okay, so it says card meanings are provided by 3 expert Kipper readers. It just doesn't identify them. So that's weird. That is very weird. Like, Ciro Marchetti is an artist, but he knows nothing about Kipper. So I don't know. Maybe I haven't really read through the whole thing. So maybe it's maybe they're identified somewhere in the text, but they're not identified at the beginning or at the end of the deck. Okay, so there's an FB that says Fortune Buckholz. Okay, so then the next person is SZ or SZ if you're in the States. And I don't know who that is, but wait. SZ is Suzanne Zitzi. 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 Suzanne. With an S. All right, so Suzanne says, be open to the support of others. Be receptive to small positive gestures or proposals. This card can indicate a new job offer, promotion, or helpfulness. It also announces a gesture of reconciliation or even a declaration of love. Take this gift and embrace the opportunity. So that was Suzanne Zitzi. Okay, and then the next person is SW. So they're kind of identified in specific sections of the book. I don't know why they wouldn't be. Anyway, whatever. So Stella Waldvogel. Waldvogel. Stella Waldvogel or Waldvogel. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing that correctly. Anyway, so she says, this is a very lucky card that can take the edge off nearby negative cards. It stands for happiness, praise, profits, recognition, or an actual gift. Near the significator, it's even stronger. There is no downside to this card. It indicates a time frame around the next holiday or celebration. Oh, there's another one here. CM, I don't know who that is. Why do they make... Oh, Ciro Marchetti. The gesture is depicted... The gesture is depicted in such a way as to serve both as the act of giving or receiving. So again, if we look at this card, that's interesting. Okay, so that is cool actually that they give 3 different readers interpretations, because there are slight differences right in there. There's definitely a theme that ties it all together, but also slight things. So I really enjoy that. That's how I learn, even with tarot and whatnot. I like looking at different. I don't have something that was like this in one resource, but one of the ways that I learned was to compare and contrast not just the images from different cards, but also the meanings in the little white books for the different cards. So and compare that to sort of the RWS meanings if I was looking at an RWS style of or system. So I'm really glad that they have that, and I'm looking forward to trying this out and seeing how it goes, and seeing how it compares to Sibylla, because Sibylla can be pretty brutal, like pretty brutal. Sort of like flay your soul, blue. Oh my God, I can't talk. Flay your soul, brutal kind of thing. Like it, like, don't be such an ass. Just get off your ass and do this. Or, sorry, but this is what's going to happen, whether you like it or not. Like, it's the tone. And again, I don't personify my deck, so I know it's how I'm reading it, but that is what those are the messages that come across. And it's there's much less room for interpretation, I find. It's just my opinion. I find that there's much less room for interpretation in terms of like being able to read, looking at a 6 of Wands card, in tarot, you could read it one way, or you could read it the complete opposite way, or like there's wiggle room, right? And you use your intuition to try to to try to determine which meaning it is. And in particular, if you've got a spread, you're looking at the rest of the cards to sort of help you out, but you can weasel your way out. That's why some people find reading for themselves really difficult, especially in challenging times, because you're going to have that that bias, right? Or you're going to want to read what you want to read in the cards. Whereas the Sibylla, and I'm seeing that the Kipper is like that as well, Lenormand as well to some extent, there's less, I think there's less wiggle room in that respect. The meaning is the meaning is the meaning. And yes, there are various meanings, but anyway, I'm rambling now, so I'm going to let you go. I hope you like this. If you have this deck, please let me know how you work with it. I would love to know what kind of readings you do. Do you use the spreads that are in this book, or do you do a different kind of spread? Please let me know. I know nothing about Kipper. If you know of a resource that I can use to learn more, please let me know. I'm all ears. Leave me a comment down below. And if you like this video, please do hit the like and subscribe button. It does help, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Bye.